And that is how you take out your armrest to modify it with a split or modular armrest, sliding armrest, which is what I'm going to do next. Now we're going to install our split or modular armrest the same way the old one came out. First things first, pick the camera up so you can see. You seat this back in there. Make sure it sits properly. And the next thing we're going to do, our first thing we do after that happens. So the next thing we do is put this gear wheel in. The one we took out earlier. What I like to do is hold my finger there on this side and guide it in. And it should click. Keep working it. And that locks the gear of the armrest into that little gear wheel. Next up is the spring. Spring only goes in one way. These hooks in the bottom hooks into, you'll see grooves on the hair. So it goes in that way. It wouldn't stay until you put the pins in, so we'll start with the pins. Remember, these go back in one way. The serrated edge on the outside and the smooth edge goes the smooth edge on the inside. So one goes that way, this one goes this way, and it might be a little stiff to go back in. And you don't want to push these in all the way yet. What we're going to do is reset our spring real quick. I like to use a needle nose pliers for this. You could use a screwdriver if you're stronger than me. So it's going to take a bit of force, and it's going to pop into place. So that's good there. And what I like to do is just make sure everything's working with the armrest. Should have a nice spring action up and down. Like that. And before we lock everything back up, I just like to push these in a bit more. You don't want to go all the way in, especially if you plan to take out your armrest in the future. Just give it a bit of a nudge there. And then you're going to replace your rear ventilation trim, starting with the bottom clips first. Make sure the clips are inside the console plastic shell. They like to sneak out, and it should be that easy. I did the reverse. And that's it. That's how you upgrade your console armrest to the sliding armrest, or if you want to replace a worn out armrest. It's so easy to do. Less than 5 minutes doing that. And that's it. The only tools I really needed was the pliers. The two pliers, a needle nose plier and a bull nose or kind of flat nose pliers. A pry tool. I like the plastic pry tools because they don't scratch the trim. And a flat nose, a standard screwdriver here to pry out the spring. And that's it.